Hello YouTube, welcome to another video on the Psycho's channel, and today we're going to be talking about weapon balancing in Black Ops 3, my thoughts about it, what I like, what I don't like about it, and yeah, so let's get into it. Before we get into it, I actually want to talk about the gameplay. The gameplay you're seeing is Black Ops 3, co-confirmed on the map Fringe. I always want to say Fright from Ghost, but it's Fringe. I'm using the KN-44 with grip, quick draw, and rapid fire. This was just a test. I wanted to put on rapid fire to see how it would make a difference to the KN-44, and in my opinion, I don't really like it. I think it doesn't really make a big difference. Rapid fire in this game only makes a 6% difference in the rate of fire, so I don't really like it. So I took it off the game after, but I still did pretty good in this match, and I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. So let's get into it. Weapon balancing in Black Ops 3. I actually think it's the best weapon balancing we've got in Call of Duty. All the Call of Duty games, I think it's the best weapon balancing. We really, if you think about it, we don't really have that one gun that every single person uses. Yeah, the M8A1 may be a little too overpowered. Maybe they already nerfed it, but it could still be a little overpowered to some people. But you don't see it every single game you play in. I mean, Advanced Warfare, the weapon balancing in that game was horrible. It was really bad. Like, all people used was ASM1 and the BAO. Sometimes HBRA3 people used, but besides that, no one really used any different gun. In this game, it's really mixed. Some people use the Pharaoh, some people use the Razorback, some people use the Weevil, some people use the KN. The other day, I was actually thinking about the M801, and I was doing a test. I wanted to see how many games I would go without seeing an M8A1, or at least being killed by an M8A1, because it would kind of be hard to see one, because I might not, see my teammates' guns. So if I got killed by a person, I want to see what gun they had, and how many games it would take for me to actually see an M8A1 and get killed by it. Or I'm pretty sure it's M8A4. Sorry, I've been saying M8A1. It was M8A1 in Black Ops 2, but yeah, the M8A4. It took me, is it 3? I think it was 4 games before I actually got killed by an M8A4. I mean, it's a really good gun. It's just people don't use it that much anymore. I mean, it got nerfed, and then it just started like down. A lot of people just stopped using it, and that's how it seemed to me. That's how it seemed. Like, I remember playing everyone. A lot of people used the M8A4, and now M8A7. I'm just gonna call it the M8. I'm just gonna call it the M8. But the M8, a lot of people used to use it at the beginning of the game. They nerfed it, and now I barely see people use it. I mean, I get killed by it. Don't get me wrong, I get killed by it, but I don't see it as much as I did before it got nerfed. So that's really the only thing. I mean, the Shiva, I think should get a buff. I really think it should get a buff. Probably, in my opinion, the worst gun in the assault rifle class. A lot of people will agree with me on that one. It's not the best gun. I think it should get a little buff, and just a tiny one. We don't want to make it to where it's like way better than some of the other guns. Like, it's okay if it's still the worst guns in the assault rifles, but at least give it a little buff, because it's ridiculously horrible. I mean, some people will like it. I know. Some people think it's their favorite gun. I personally do not like it. It's just too slow rate of fire for me, and I think the damage is really bad. But there's really not any guns that really need buffed or nerfed. If I had to pick one to get buffed and one to get nerfed, for the buff, I'd pick the Shiva, and for nerf, I'd probably pick the M8. I'd probably pick the M8, because I think that's the best gun so far. I don't like using it, but I think it's the best gun in the game. I just don't like using it because I suck with it for some reason, but a lot of people do like it, so. But that's what I would have to pick if I had to pick a gun to buff and I pick a gun to nerf. But is it the Weevil? So I think it's the Weevil. A lot of people want it to be buffed. A lot of people want it to be nerfed. I think it should just stay the same as it is. I don't think it's really overpowered. I do see people use it a lot, but I don't think it's an overpowered gun. I kill a lot of people who are using the Weevil. When they get first shot on me, I can kill them while they're using the Weevil. I mean, it's not really overpowered. Nor is it. I don't think it needs nerfed either, or buffed. It's a really good gun. really good gun, but I don't think it's one of those guns that can change the game because it's so good. It's like that. It has that normal boundary. Like it doesn't need buffed or it doesn't need nerfed. So that's really, I really don't. That's the only two. That's the only gun that I think a lot of people would want buffed, and a lot of people want nerfed. I just think it should stay the same as it is. It's a really good gun, but it's not one of those guns that are just really, really overpowered. Some of the other Call of Duties we've had in the past that have had horrible weapon balancing. I would say Advanced Warfare, like I said. I would say Black Ops 1. Some people say it had horrible weapon balancing because of the FAMAS. Dugly a little bit, that was kind of good. But there's not really too much other games that had horrible weapon balancing. MW3, so, a couple people said they didn't really like the weapon balancing on there, but I mean, I kind of liked it. It was just the ACR. I liked that gun a lot. A lot of people use that gun. I mean, it could have got a nerf if they wanted to put a nerf in, because a lot of people used it, but I don't really think it was overpowered. I liked using it. I got a bunch of kills with it, but I don't think it was overpowered. It was really, really good though. But I don't know. Call of Duty's been one of those games that like they don't have really, really good weapon balancing, but they have good weapon balancing to the point where you can actually play the game. I mean, it's not ridiculously unplayable. I wouldn't say unplayable, but weapon balancing wouldn't make you feel horrible playing it. Like it wouldn't just, I don't know, make you so angry because of the weapon balancing. Advanced Warfare maybe. Advanced Warfare was like the worst Call of Duty that had with weapon balancing. That was horrible. But besides that, it hasn't really been bad in weapon balancing. But Black Ops 3, it's like, it's the best. I think it's been the best in the Call of Duty franchise. There's not only that one gun that everyone uses, and there's not that one gun that nobody uses. Like sometimes I see the Shiva, but there's not really that one gun nobody uses, not that one gun that a lot of people use. So, I don't know, I mean, I really don't think any of the patches, they should change anything besides buffing the Shiva. I know in the kill streaks, this doesn't really have to do with weapon balancing, but I want to bring it up because I'm using a Cerberus, I almost got killed right there, but they had to buff something. I would actually tell them to buff the Cerberus. You guys may have the related problem. You would call in a Cerberus. I had this match last night with my cousin. I got a Cerberus. AI was controlling it. I got 2 kills with it. It took me like 7 kills and like a few confirms. I get it, but I only get 2 kills with it. So the next game I try it out and I don't let the AI control it. I control it myself and I get 9 kills. So if I could pick something they could buff, I would tell them to buff the AI on servers. But I'll see what they can do. I don't know if they'll do that. Probably not. They're just probably worried about the weapon balancing. Because a lot of people disagree with some of this stuff other people say. So, like I said, there's gonna be a lot of opinions about weapon balancing in this game, but I just think it's the best in Call of Duty. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, click the like button, and I would really appreciate it. And I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.